Falcon fans, and of course, good old Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. Episode 235. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Breakfast with one time for the fan. Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, so much more. T Will is here talking Falcons football with us this morning. One
Uh,
time for my ATL Sports One. Big shout out to Bodie, big shout out to Kerry too as well. Falcon fans in the chat, how y'all doing? Terry, how you doing? Good morning.
and I can't complain. Wouldn't matter if I did. All is well. It is Friday. It is also the first preseason game for our beloved Atlanta Falcons. The first in our journey for this year. Hopefully, that will not only end in a playoff game, but a deep run. So I'm quite excited. Jack, how are you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling good, man. This is the time where, of course, Falcon fans are definitely geared up for today, and of course, this, like you mentioned, this long run that the Falcons could have coming up here this season. Falcons already posted this morning. They're excited about today, so we already got a picture from them. Let's go ahead and load that up. See what they're talking about over here. Oh, they're excited. Look like Kermit's excited. Oh, they are excited, my friend. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Terry, last time we talked on One Time for the Fan, we were 20, about 18, 19 subscribers away from 1,000.
Something like that.
I believe
And
now we're about 5 or 6 away from
we are
1,000.
close, my man. We are close. We are so close, my friend. We are 7 away. 7.
7 subscribers away
7
from
subs.
1,000.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to happen here on this podcast this morning. Don't know if it's going to happen, um, when we get off the podcast later on today. But I just want to say thank you to everybody
Yes.
who's been a part of this journey. Since the start of One Time for the Fan. It's big for us here at One Time for the Fan, not only to hit 1,000 subscribers, but continue to bring the content that Falcon fans love.
Yes.
Right. You can see our Sunday shows at 8, our Wednesday shows at 8, and even our breakfast shows for breakfast One Time for the Fan here Friday mornings has picked up steam, and everybody's really enjoying it. The chat is always live. The chat is always lit. And everybody who's also a part of One Time for the Fan since the start, when we first cut the podcast on, everybody who's helped along the way. My hat goes off to you. I just want to say thank you all for everything that you guys done to just help grow One Time for the Fan, push it to the next level. And now that we're literally knocking on the door of 1,000 subscribers, it's a nice little mark for us. It's not the end. We're going to continue to keep pushing so we can get to 2,000 and 3,000 and 10,000. What's Smitty? 11,000. So big shout out to a lot of the content creators who do this because it is hard work. When you get up and you got to talk Falcons football for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 3 hours more, maybe 4 hours. It depends on how your day works. You might have a morning show, afternoon show. There's been multiple times where we've had to do pop-up podcasts every now and then, or big shout out to Miles Garrett from Fox 5. Miles hit me up and say, "Hey, I can go live at 11 in the morning, and I don't care what my schedule is. I'm going to make time to get Miles on the podcast." It could be anybody. The time that we had John Freaky on from 92.9.
That
was fun too. It was early morning. John Michaels too as well from 680 The Fan. We had him on. It's like middle of the day type thing. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's here rocking with One Time for the Fan. Hashtag the fan club in the chat. Hashtag one timers in the chat. Got a lot of day ones here too as well. Got a lot of new Falcon fans that's here listening to us. So if you're excited about the Falcon season, man, just go ahead and hit a like on the channel because we're here to talk Falcons football. T Will.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully StreamYard doesn't StreamYard us again like it did the other night.
I'm going to knock on wood, Jack. There we go. That's me knocking on wood. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully
StreamYard knows we're getting close to 1,000, Terry.
Yes, StreamYard's hating. Hey, good morning. First and foremost, good morning to Anthony. Good morning to Dwayne, Georgia, Texas boy, Jerry Talks. Philip Crawford, A1 forever. That's my dog. Chris, what's going on? Lisa Shepard.
Lisa Shepherd from Miami. Shout out to Lisa. Let's try to catch up to the chat because the chat is always live. We don't have any moderators or anybody, in the chat for us. It's just straight us, me and the mouse. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to all the Falcon fans who do comment, who do ask questions, who do.
Got a Bodie sighting this morning, Jack.
A Bodie sighting? Oh, let me get to the chat because if he's not here, that means
holy cannoli.
I don't hear the lawnmower.
I'm not doing it. Bodie, that is not me. That is not me. Just so you know. Hey, Bodie.
Bodie. Nah, he's not here. Number one in the building. Throw, aka Ice Anthony, aka Mr. Souvenir, aka 3 Falcons fan for life. What's up, fellas? What's up, Anthony, man? I talked to Anthony yesterday. Anthony wants to go down to New Orleans, Terry.
Yeah, let's do it.
But we opened up another
we opened
up another exclusive cart, Terry, on the fan club.
I did see that.
So I will share the details with Falcon fans shortly if you want to head down to New Orleans. Rise Up Tour fan club, what we got going on. So it's going down in a major way. Terry, get ready, man. We about to get to it. Dwayne Ruff is in the chat. It's the glorious day for Falcons football.
Yep. Got a few more, Jack. We got obviously Bodie. We got Jared Talks, who I believe is new. So I want to give him a shout out. Definitely Greg Thomas. And I think you got third party action and King Atlanta supporters. So I think we are now caught up. And didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Jack, I got a question for you.
What's up, brother?
I got a question for you. When it comes to cologne, who chooses your cologne? Is it you? Is it your wife? Is it kids? Like, what's your process for selecting cologne?
Cologne?
Smell good.
Like the porn, like the polo cologne, like the what's it called? The Tom Ford, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your?
I'm not even a big cologne guy, but chances are it'll probably be the wife, if anything. Any type of smell good or fragrance or any type of thing that comes from the wife over there.
Okay, so normally it's been my wife, but here lately it's been my youngest daughter. So she introduced me to Jimmy Choo Ice, and let me tell you something, man. Oh my God, I can't get enough of it. Jimmy Choo Ice. Jimmy Choo
around there smelling like $1 million, Terry.
Oh my God, bro, I'm getting high off this stuff. Like I can't get enough of it. It's like,
oh goddamn, Terry.
Oh my God,
Terry. Terry lit off the damn fragrance.
It's my drug of choice, sir. So just wanted to throw that this morning. We're more than football on one time for the fan. Just wanted to throw that out there and see. But
are you becoming one of those, enthusiasts where you're sitting around there? Oh yes, yeah. This right here is really getting my senses going for the day.
I sit up here and smell my wrist all day.
Is that like you're smelling salt for the morning? You just wake up and Jimmy Chew it out. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it smells so good, bro. It smells so good. I'm not gonna lie, man.
So go to the grocery store to swipe your debit and credit card when you pay. You guys good over there? Everybody good over there?
I don't even have
arm in front of everybody.
I get it. People are like, "Oh my God, what is that?" Like I've gotten probably 5. You know what I mean? But it's awesome. What's up, Philip? Philip, 35 to 10. What it do? But yeah, man.
Georgia, Texas boy, A1 forever in the chat. Lisa Shepherd checking in from Miami. How's the weather down there in Miami, Lisa? Saw some pictures from Falcons practice this week from a lot of other fans that's down there too as well. There are some more fans too on the early flight to Miami. Leaves in about an hour. So there's gonna be some diehard Atlanta Falcon fans down there at the game today, even though it's preseason. I will say this, Terry. It's good to have football back, but one thing I want to say for the Falcon fans, we definitely don't want to see a performance tonight like what the Panthers did last night. That shit was embarrassing. I know it's preseason, but once again, why are the Panthers an NFL team? I just don't understand. But that was just truly embarrassing from the Panthers last night. Falcons, we have a big game tonight against the Dolphins. Yes, it's preseason. A lot of things to look for, a lot of things to watch. We'll talk about that shortly. Anthony said, game day, let's go rise up. And what's the mass out there? Jack, what's good, family? Terry, what's good, family?
going on, Anthony? How you doing, brother? Hey, man, good to hear from you. Can't wait to see you.
Jared Talks being new in the chat. Big shout out to Jared Talks. I'm guessing Jared Talks is the content creator. So please, Falcon fans, head on over to Jared Talks. Make sure you guys go subscribe, like, share his channel too as well. This content community is getting pretty deep here for the Falcons. I guess, the Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, this team is just exciting. So a lot of people want to talk about that. Plus, there's been a lot of content creators that's just been doing this for years too as well. So shout out to the day ones, and then shout out to the new up and coming content creators too as well. Big shout out to Jerry Talks in the chat. Wait, what? Bodie 3000. Let's get us to 1,000 live on stream. Sheesh. 3,000.
Wow.
Big shout out to the West Coast crew too as well. That's up talking Falcons football with us. We're Dwayne.
What's
Dwayne's
up? What up, D-Rock?
Shout out to the West Coast here talking Falcons football. I know the Denver game, that Vegas game is going to be big for a lot of the West Coast crew. Sometimes fans can't travel to all the games that live on the West Coast, but those two games will be something to look for. King Atlanta, what's good? Big shout out to King Atlanta in the chat. A1 forever. Giving a shout out to Bodie, third party actions in the chat. The day has come. Terry, the day has come.
The day has come, sir. The day is here. The day is here. The first step to legitimacy for our Falcons franchise has begun today. Today, gentlemen, we start that long trek towards respectability and NFL dominance.
Sure do.
Let's go.
Jamal D is in the chat. Bodie 3000 throwing shots. He said, Jack just scoops water out the toilet for his cologne. That's a good one.
Wow. Wow. Bodie, come on, man.
I'm sure Bodie Googled that and just changed the name of whoever it was, and he just put Jack.
It is too early in the morning for this one time for
Bodie
the
3000. That's one time for the fan for you right there. Matter of fact, Bodie, yeah, I remember you did take that picture after you was done cleaning the stadium. Did you send that one over to the boss just to make sure?
Wow.
You did a good job. I know you had to take a picture of your work. So big shout out to Bodie for cleaning that Mercedes-Benz symbol the other day at the stadium, man. During open practice too as well. I mean, he was out there. Did you see him with his toolkit? You see a couple times he walked off, and it was Bodie.
We got Big Low in that. We got
go check on his work. Oh, yeah, we getting down to the chat, man. We want to talk to Falcons football. We're only here for a short period of time, Falcon fans. We're not going to do the full hour today. Got some stuff to do, but we should be back later on to talk some more Falcons football with you. D800's in the chat. Good morning, fellas. Happy game day. Nando's in the chat. What's good, y'all? Big shout out to Nando. Larry-O's in the chat. Big shout out Larry-O.
Larry-O, what's up, Nando? How we doing?
What's going on, family? Dre the Boxer's in the chat. You throwing the emojis around. Big shout out to Dre the Boxer.
What up, Dre?
Debo Vibes in the chat. Falcon fans, a lot of content creators in the chat too as well. So make sure you guys head over there and hit that like, share, and subscribe for Debo Vibes. He's throwing the fire emojis around. One time for the fan. Jack and Terry, double salute from the South Side. Game time. It's good to see East Side Atlanta in the chat, West Side Atlanta in the chat, North Side Atlanta in the chat, South Side Atlanta in the chat. Hell, it's good to see Savannah, Georgia in the chat, Augusta, Georgia in the chat. Man, a lot of people representing the A, man. That's what it's all about. A1 Forever said, rise up, content creators. The hashtag is real. Big Low Country Sports. Big shout to Big Low. Hey, Jack, my garage ain't going to clean this up.
Oh, wow.
What?
Now.
I hope Country ain't in the group chat. I know they ain't over there preparing sneak disses on me.
He drains threes is what he does, ladies and gentlemen. He drains threes.
From downtown.
Way downtown. No, not from downtown. From way downtown. We're talking Mr. Steph Curry.
Deshaun's on Team Jack. He said, buddy, I need my hedges done. Deshaun's on Team Jack.
Bam.
Buddy, you got a long day of cutting grass before the Falcons.
Wow. Bring
an extra bottle of water, too.
Bodie.
Dre the Boxer.
Hey, Bodie, just fire it that way, buddy. That's got nothing to do with T. Will, man. That's all him, sir. That got nothing to do with T. Will.
Big shout out. Bodie said he's trying to make these trips this year, man. So you got to get that sign bread up. He said Team Bodie's in the chat. Falcon fans, hit the like, share, subscribe button.
Y'all gonna be
T
like
Will.
Twilight. Y'all gonna be like Twilight a couple of years ago. Are you Team Bodie or Team Jack? What's up? Wow.
Oh my
Probably
God.
me and poor Carrie stuck in the middle, like, oh no, where do we go?
Big shout out to Carrie too as well. I know she's taking care of a lot of things, but she's always repping one time for the fan. Philip Crawford said, "What's your expectations as a team and individuals?" Terry,
I'm gonna go 12-5. I'm gonna
mm-hmm.
be consistent. I'm gonna say that we win. We outrun the South, to quote our illustrious coach, Mr. Raheem Morris. Yeah, I'm gonna say we go 12-5. I'm gonna say we win at least one playoff game at home, and then hey man, anything can happen after that. So yeah, at a minimum, my expectation is that we do win 12 games. Well, thank you, Big Low. Thank you. Um, yeah, my expectations we will win 12 games. I firmly believe in that. We will win that first game at home, and hey, if we do more than that, it's fine. You never know how things shake out. But I got a good feeling about this team, and specifically a good. We were talking about our defensive line. Was it? Yeah. Well, what's today? Friday. We talked about it Wednesday, and
Yeah.
they are. It's coming to fruition like I thought it would be. I thought that defensive line would be a strength. I think it will be. I think it is, and I think it's going to carry us far. Those are my thoughts, Jack. What say you, buddy? How you feeling about it?
Like you said, man, outrunning the South. Those words were mentioned from the first month that Raheem was here. I told you about the fan press conference that we was into as well after he did the original press conference with the national media, and you can just feel it from Raheem, the energy right in the room when he's in there talking with the media or the staff. So the expectations are high for me this year, man. We have a quarterback who can get the ball down the field. We have a whole new regime in here, man. So it's good to see that Falcon fans, especially with the season ticket holders, season tickets being sold out. I mean, that just really shows, what the attendance could be expected in the Benz. People are excited about this team. This is not just a 1 year thing, I think, Terry. I think this is just going to be going forward, right? This is going to be the new look Atlanta Falcons. Now, Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, of course, from the draft, and Rook Aurora, and a lot of these players that we have in the building now. Everything it boils down to, of course, tonight with preseason, but then in less than a month we have the Pittsburgh Steelers in the building, right? And that's when we're going to get things going. A lot of fans keep saying 10 wins, 11 wins, 12 wins. Eric Parker says 17-0 plus more. This is the season to show it. In the past 3 years with the 7 wins and last game of the season, we might make the playoffs with a losing record. I'm tired of that. So my expectations are up here, man. Individual performance, man. I want to see players get better. I want to see players develop. I think we have a lot of people in the building that know how to coach players, right? We had a lot of people in the past that just wasn't working out well when it came to coaching and player development. Now we have something in the building that's going to be magical now. Raheem Morris, Zach Robinson, Jimmy Lake, Jerry Gray, like this defense, this offense, everything's just going to pretty much work together, man. It's going to work out well together. So I'm really excited about this season. So chat, the question goes out to y'all. Philip Crawford wants to know what's y'all expectations as a team and for individuals, man. Let's see what the chat has to say. King Atlanta said, Team Falcons winning Super Bowls. Sheesh. Big time. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic is in the chat. Diehard Falcon fan and content creator said, top of the morning, guys. One time for the fan is going to be my cause of my divorce.
No. We don't want that. We don't want to be that, man. We don't want that. We want
Big Low says,
we want
I know Big Low says hit that like and he'll dance at your wedding for one day. We don't want to be the cause of the divorce. You know what I'm saying? But for Falcon fans, we do love talking Falcons football. Terry can tell you, like, it could be 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. We're in the chat still chatting about the Falcons with Kerry and Bodie and so on. So it's really cool to have all Falcon fans just super excited about this season. Big Low Country said, Team T Will.
I appreciate you, Big Low. What in the world, Bo?
A1 Forever said 12-5, and he stands on it. He's standing on business.
I hear you, Chris. I hear you. Agreed. I'm in line step with you, brother. In line
God,
step.
Deshaun said, you know what? He just going to throw shots at everybody. He said, T Will, his router down.
Oh, shit, man. I got to go. Hey, it's been real, y'all. I'll be back. Let me get my tools. I'll be over there, Deshaun. Just send me your address. I'll be.
Ah, gosh.
I got you. We got
Deshaun
you.
said he out here looking for blood. Debo Vibe said 12-5. I can dig it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Jack, I'm gonna say Kirk throws 30 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. He throws for 4750 with a completion passer rating of 69%. I'm gonna say that Mr. Kyle Pitts is gonna get 1,000. You know what? I'm gonna say Kyle and Drake are both gonna get 1,000. I'm gonna say Mooney gonna come in right at 7. And I'm going to say that Bijan is going to get 1,500 all-purpose yards, and Tyler Algier will get 10 touchdowns. Those
That's
are predictions. It's rather lofty.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I think.
What's up, Lisa? What's up, Tiff?
Definitely, Kirk Cousins between 4,000 and 5,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins more than 25 touchdowns on the season. I definitely believe that. Kirk Cousins less than 10 interceptions on the year. I can believe that. Okay. Bijan, I do think Bijan hits 1,000 on the ground.
Yep.
I can see that. I see Bijan probably get more than between 500 and 1,000 receptions or receiving yards. I can see that. I see Drake. Who called it the other day? Was it Bodie that said Drake is going to get 100 receptions this season, or is it Kyle Pitts? So one of those two, I can definitely see that. Kyle Pitts or Drake, one of them is breaking 1,000 yards this year. You might even get 2 the way Kirk gets the ball out. Now, when you get to the defensive side of the ball, remember we talked to Richie Grant the other day at practice? Mm-hmm. Your brother Eric was like, "What we doing, Rich?" He was like, "Man, trying to get out there and get it." He was like, "How many interceptions this year?" Eric was like, "What, 10 of them?"
I think
that was Richie's nickname that we gave him, 10 of them.
Yeah, Richie said 8, Eric said 10.
Okay. Let's go with Richie Grant. Let's just throw a curveball here. Let's just go Richie Grant. 3 interceptions this year. I'm going to say just 3. 3 is decent.
If anybody's going to get 8, it's going to be Jesse. So that's fair.
Yeah. Anybody's going to get more than 5, it's going to be Jesse. But I'll just go with 3 for him. But that's good if you have Jesse with, 3 or 4 or even 5, and you have Richie with 3. That means your safeties should be working out well. Defense is stepping up. Richie, that's what? How many interceptions Richie had last year? Sheesh.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Let's remember that, Falcon fans. But then again, I think this defense is going to be sound. I think we're going to be solid. Like you see, Nando said, it does start with tonight, tearing the Dolphins a new one. Practice this week with the Dolphins. Our offensive line held up well. Our defensive line did a good job. But of course, it was no hitting the quarterback during practice this week. Now they're finna fire off tonight. So I want to see Rook. I want to see Zoe. They did say they're going to play some of the starters. And I know Falcon fans were, a bit chatty this week when they heard that a couple NFL teams will be playing their starters. Josh Allen for the Bills will be playing, and the head coach mentioned he wants to get Josh familiar with the new receiving core. So, of course, a couple of fans have pointed that out. Why isn't Kirk playing with the new receiving core? But Terry, what is your thoughts on about that? There's some NFL teams that's playing their starters this week, and a couple quarterbacks is in different scenarios that might get some PT, but no Kirk this preseason. Your thoughts on that?
Well, how many NFL franchises have a quarterback that's coming off a torn Achilles?
Mm-hmm.
That would be my response. I think Richie had 1 interception last year, but yeah, I'm fine with it. Kirk is a pro. Kirk has been doing this for 13 years. Kirk will be ready come week 1, and it is what it is. Look, we did not sign Kirk to be excellent in the preseason, although it would be fun and most entertaining. We signed Kirk to deliver us in playoffs, and you have to do that. Only way you can do that is if you're, present during the regular season. There's a saying that says you can't make the club from the tub, Jack. So
shit.
I'm good with it. Yep. Yeah.
Falcon fans.
Okay. Phillips said Kirk is only 3 TDs away from breaking the great Montana.
Yep. Yep, I believe he's going to be on the one of the all-time lists for one of the passing records coming up. So that could happen within week 1, week 2, or week 3. I think with Kirk Cousins, it probably should happen week 1. What we've seen from Kirk. Falcons Steelers. Let's fast forward here quickly, right? We know QB1 is Kirk Cousins. We know QB2 is Michael Penix. They'll load up the depth chart behind that. But in the Steeler world right now, they do not know who their starting quarterback is going to be. Apparently, Russell Wilson might not be getting no preseason snaps. Fields will be getting a lot of the attention coming up. But I turn the attention to the Steelers because that is our week 1 matchup, right? And if we're going into this week 1 knowing who our team is and the Steelers don't even know who their quarterback is, Terry, is that the advantage we can have right now?
It certainly seems that way. I mean, you never know, you never know how that's going to motivate or drive someone. But I would say, in order to be a successful NFL franchise, you need continuity
Mm-hmm.
at the quarterback position and with the offensive line. So to the extent that they're not even sure, it doesn't hurt the Falcons. I'll put it that way. I mean, hey, we'll see. I don't know. They're the Steelers, and I don't know all the ins and outs of their business, but I can imagine there are a few distractions. Justin did not have a great um, first 4 or 5 years or whatever with Chicago. There were some highlights, but there are also plenty lowlights. You know what I mean? So he's got something to prove. And Russell, to me, and maybe I'm wrong, so I say this saying obviously I'm not there, but the word on the street seems to be Russell seems to have lost interest a little bit. It's like I don't want to say he's going to Hollywood, but the word on the street is he's kind of going Hollywood, and he's not really as focused on
He's
when.
not the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson. They're
Right,
expecting.
right. He's kind of more so focused on the amenities of football
Mm.
as opposed to football. You know what I mean? And look, at the end of the day, man, you play this to win. You know what I mean? You get out there from kids growing up playing in the backyard. You bust your nose, you bust your lip, you do all of that because you want to win. You know what I mean? You're not doing this to be seen. You're doing this because you want to win. I can't tell you how many games we played down in the cul-de-sac when we were kids, and that shit was serious. I mean, it was look, you trying to win. I mean, bro, my brother and I have dove on concrete. We've dove on curbs. We've look, man, you got to get hurt. You get hurt. It is what it is. It's 3rd and 5. We need this. And I don't get that from Russell anymore. You know what I get? Hey, can I have some of that Perrier? Hey, by the way, can you rub my back? Oh, I'm a little sore right there. Thank you.
Don't park in my parking spot either.
There you go. And again, I don't know Russ. So this is all just speculation, but if we do a little deduction, you ask some of the guys that played with him, he's a little to himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I say all of that to say that's a very long-winded way of saying maybe he's rubbed somebody in their coaching staff the wrong way, and they've said, you know what, it's an open competition.
What you don't want is that in Atlanta. And that was one of the things I mentioned back when we were looking for a quarterback.
Yeah.
I took away the whole future thing because fans were finna blow that. That was going to be going through the roof once he would have been signed here.
That's going to be a nightmare.
And Future performed last night with Metro Boomin. Show was packed too as well. It's a big shout to Future.
Was it like
that? Was just, huh?
Was it like that?
Shit. Type shit. I think you know, Terry. You've been hanging with the young folks, haven't you, Terry? You've been in them discords, haven't you, Terry?
Do it, man.
You got you a burner account somewhere, don't you, Terry?
I
see you.
Man, don't say that shit. He just
said, was it like that?
In the next
type
room.
Shit.
Kim, he's just kidding. He's just talking shit, Kim. I don't want to issue with you after this show.
Terry Hip. Checking out. If you're looking at Terry, maybe forget what I said. Russell Wilson, right? For me, I don't care who's the quarterback for the Steelers, but to see that they have a quarterback battle, a month away from playing the Falcons, and the Falcons know it's Kirk Cousins going in there, especially with the OC that they have over there in Pittsburgh. I mean, I would say that the Falcons do have a slight advantage right now, just knowing who their guy is. Plus, looking at the roster too, the offense, I think we've upgraded in a major way. But what I'm looking for tonight, big shout out to Atlanta Falcons Fandemic. He said, "Hey guys, not necessarily expectations, but what are y'all looking for tonight against the Dolphins? Do not play like the Panthers. That is it." Terry, what you got?
Well, to our previous subject, I think that speaks volumes that we are here at the first game and you don't have if you're Pittsburgh, you don't have your number one. Like that speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Because Russell's been in the
Mm-hmm.
league long enough, he should be a leader. That should already be sewn up. So again, that's all I got to say about that. As far as what I want to see tonight, I want to see Penix read coverages, make the right decision. Obviously, he's got a great arm. I'm not worried about the throws. And I want to see everyone stay healthy. And I'm gonna knock on wood twice when I say that, but I want everyone to stay healthy. I want to see Penix. I want to see him make some throws. I want to see Casey Washington. I want to see James Washington. I want to see the battle for, let's call it, the number 4, 5, and 6 receiver. I want to see how that's gonna play out. So
Mm-hmm.
those are those. And then I still think that defense is going to wreck shop because that interior defensive line is 6 deep, if not 7. So, my expectation is, whatever unit is in, that defensive line should be handing out some ass whooping burgers, man. I just,
Sheesh.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, going beyond what I said about playing like the Panthers, I mean that was piss poor performance from them, but still it's preseason. It's preseason.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see the team go out there and fight tonight. We saw the training. We talked about the training camp notes all week, even last week, even when we went to the Benz, even when we went to Buford to go see the open practice.
Mm-hmm.
The team has been looking good since they started minicamp, since they got to this point. So tonight, even if you lose by 2, even if it's 17-15, even if it's 24-19, I want to see the fight from the team. I want to see even the 3rd string and the 4th string give it their all, to where it's going to be hard for me to make a decision of who's making the 53 beyond our starters, in our 2nd string. Because most of the people are kind of lining up their roster right now of who's going to be on the 53. There's a couple guys you're looking at like, wow, you got to pencil them in. You got to circle this guy and put him on the bubble. A couple people looking at D'Angelo Malone tonight. I need to see a lot from D'Angelo Malone.
Yes.
Right. Bradley Anae too as well. We're forgetting about Bradley Anae, who's been a veteran in the league here for a couple years. He's ahead of D'Angelo on the depth chart. Avery Williams, where is he going to be with the special teams? Ray McLeod, how much PT he's going to get? Some of the younger receivers. Now that Rondo Moore is not going to be here with us. Oh, that's so sad to hear about Rondo Moore too as well, out for the season. And we talked about this, Terry. Every day is different. Right, we talked about Rondo Moore lighting up the one-on-ones last week, and he was at camp going crazy. Michael Penix throwing these dots to him, and he goes down there and gets a non-contact injury against the Dolphins. So that's what happens in the NFL where things can change, and it's like, man, we wanted Rondo Moore to at least, be something better than what he was in Arizona. We traded Desmond Ridder for him, but now he's out for the season. So now it's up to James Washington. It's up to Cordell Hodge. It's up to some of these new guys. People mentioned O.J. Hilliard might be a guy to look for tonight. Who is these new? Josh Ali has been around this team for quite some time. Josh, bro, this is opportunity. They look like there's a spot available on that wide receiver room. And, of course, the way the Falcons could work this season with the practice squad, like you said, Terry, we're so stacked on practice squad. Somebody's going to get picked up as soon as they get cut. Like, the team is stacked. Other teams are watching the Falcons like, oh, we see what y'all doing. And don't think not just Kirk Cousins. Y'all got a bunch of good players over there. So I can see that people can pick up Lakel London if he's cut. If Zoe Carter doesn't make the 53, he will be on a team the following day. Right? There's certain things to look at tonight. But, I'm definitely excited about the offensive line. That 2nd string too as well. I want to see a lot of Storm Norton. I want to see some New Zeal. That defensive line. I want to see Rook. I got rookies out there. I want to see Rook. I want to see Braylon. I want to see Zion too as well. We haven't even mentioned Zion a lot here on the channel. JD Bertram. I want to see these. I want to see these guys get active tonight. You see, Terry, I'm up at 9:50, something this morning drinking the water, man. Last night for preseason, we had a couple drinks last night. You know what I'm saying? So I had to wash it down with some water this morning.
Tito's, ladies and gentlemen.
Tito's, man. Tito's. But I want to see the team fight tonight. I want to see them have a good time too. No injuries, stay healthy. But Michael Penix, I want to see that. I want to see why we drafted him in the top 10. I think we're going back to the college days, and this is some second stringers, some third stringers, a couple first stringers, but it's still football. You got to get out there and play the game. Just don't play like the Panthers. Just don't play like the Panthers.
Jack, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're a billionaire. Let's say you got, I don't know, 50 billion just sitting around.
Mm-hmm.
What type of owner would you be? Would you be like Tepper? And again, with that being said, a lot of these billionaires are kind of different,
Mm-hmm.
right? They obviously don't subscribe to the mainstream theory. They conduct themselves differently.
Mm-hmm.
But my question to you is, would you come in and do things your way, which in most cases doesn't work, or would you, just be in the background, hire the right folks, let them do what they need to do? Like which would you be?
Yeah, I still have a hands-on approach as an owner, especially if I love football. I'm not going to be like the money guy that's back there, like, oh, I don't care about this team. Oh, good. Nah, hell no. I'm going to be hands-on, but I'm going to hire the right staff, put the
Yeah.
right people in place. And I think if you do that correctly, your time will come when you can win the championship. A lot of these owners were put in those positions where they was able to do that, right? I mean, Kansas City, I think they had a new GM or a new owner around that time when Andy Reid went in there. And, of course, the Rams, they built the new stadium and they had things happen, right? So I think it's going to happen here for Atlanta, too, as well. I think Arthur Blank's going to get his. But for me,
I think Arthur Blank is a wonderful owner, but
I mean, look what he's done with the city. Look what he's done with the stadium. Look what he's trying to do now with the West Side. Look what he's trying to do with, the development of downtown area. Do y'all know, like, in a couple of years, that downtown Atlanta is not going to be downtown Atlanta no more. Like, it's going to be showing up, going to restaurants and bars. That tailgate atmosphere is going to be pushed down the road. Like, in a couple of years, do y'all see the new Atlanta, what it's going to look like? It's even Home Depot backyard has got a bid. Somebody just put in a bid for. We talked about that on the channel. The people from the Battery was looking at the Braves folks. I mean, looking at the Falcons, like, we can remodel the Home Depot backyard for y'all, make it look like Truist.
Yeah.
So you might get off the train and start going around to Montana's or this bar or this restaurant, or go shopping before you go into the stadium. Versus years ago, it was tailgate time. But that's what happens in some of these cities. People are rebuilding, they're remodeling. Look at the Browns. They just rolled out their new stadium plans. The Bills, the Jags, the Bears wrote out their new stadium plans. I guarantee the Packers are going to do it. Every team is going to do this, but it's about having the right people in place to, make the city feel welcome too as well.
And to that point, I think what's going on with the Panthers is a corrosive culture. That's why I brought it up, because they've been really bad, and they've been really bad for the better part of 2 years now. And I don't, that decision to trade all of those draft picks for their quarterback, it seems to be a negative, corrosive environment. It seems to be an owner doing things his way, and it just doesn't work. So
you saw the video in the offseason, Terry, when I guess a Panther fan at a restaurant put up a sign about Tepper. And then Tepper drove by randomly he drove by that restaurant, leaving some meeting or something. But I guess he stopped and went inside the building to go confront the place about who put that sign out there. But, I don't see that from Arthur Blank. I don't see that from the players. How many players have spoke out bad about Arthur? How many players have spoke out bad about the organization? Even the ones that just left us. Like, even Julio Jones' situation. I mean, that was kind of random and weird. But he didn't bash Arthur like that. You know what I'm saying? Team players don't do that. That's why I like to see the logo now in the air when Grady said we're heading to the top on the video of the locker room, because the logo used to be on the ground. Remember, don't step on the logo. But now it's in the air. So now the vision has changed. Now that's the small things fans need to see, right? You got to have these players to believe. When you walk in that stadium over by Gate 1, I believe that Grady Jarrett, Jake Matthews picture is still up on that wall. Right. There's a belief system in this stadium where you have to look into how those fans are going to get in there against the Steelers, showing up. They got the Sunday night game, the Thursday night game. This city is going to be electric this year. Arthur Blank is a big reason of that. Terry Fontenot's a big part of that, Raheem Morris a big part of that. So Terry, to answer your question, you got to put the right people in place. When Terry got over here from New Orleans, that cap was hell. He was in a bad situation. He went in there. I remember one of his first meetings was, "Oh yeah, I love Julio Jones," to the point of getting up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey man, you know.
Yeah, I don't think Julio. I don't think that was Julio, because if you watch, and I do watch, I watch.
There's a time in his career he just wanted to move on. That's all it was.
I think T.O. got in Julio's.
Some would call it out back when he was training personally one-on-one with T.O. when T.O. got into the picture that he had to say, "Hey man, you a better receiver than that. They ain't ready." That type of thing.
Right.
And it could happen from the outside. Some would say, Migos had a part of it because they was bashing Matt Ryan all day and they wouldn't accept that he was the quarterback and the franchise guy. But it was crazy when you look on social media and everybody that's, a big time part of like entertainment or celebrity in Atlanta, where people, in Atlanta, they follow them and, oh yeah, he said it. He said it.
Mm-hmm.
They hated Matt Ryan at one point. I mean, you remember the Hawks game? Matt Ryan was there, stood up, waved his hand. People booed. Following season, he goes back when he went to the Super Bowl. He stood up. Everybody, yeah, Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Julio just got to that point where it's like, hey, it is what it is. But Dre the Box is in the chat. Oh, go ahead, Terry.
No, it's cool. Look, well, first off, Jamal D, how you doing? Christy Lewis, how are you? William, what it do, man? An Atlanta Falcons pandemic, man, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, look, as far as Julio is concerned, we'll always love Julio. We'll always love Matt. We'll always love Michael Vick. We'll always love Steve Bartkowski. I'm a Falcon first, and whatever drama went on between them is just that, between them. So, but yeah, I do think T.O., because Julio did not do that until after that summer when he trained with T.O. That's when all of the that's when it started.
I just want to know who's going to give me the money back for these jerseys I bought. They got Jones on the back because they're still in the bag. I just want to know. Dre the Boxer, who y'all think plays on Miami side of the ball? Y'all think they try to roll out the starters and try to look good for the league? Miami can roll out whoever they want to. They just better be careful. Penix don't carve them up. Because if you get Penix tonight in a situation like how fans were that excited for Joe Milton last night out there in New England, because they were like, shit, they'd rather see Joe Milton over Drake May. I think they booed Zappy at one point in the game too as well. This is preseason.
That's bad, man.
But Penix, I think, should be able to carve up first string, second string, third string. If they want to roll out some of their first string early, and the Falcons might roll out some of their first string early, you might see a couple players that's on their starting unit out there to get a couple reps. This is football. So I know Terry, let me say something. If I was out there and I could be, first string wide receiver, first string defensive tackle, I'll tell coach like, bro, come on, bro. Let me get at least 2 plays, bro. Let me at least get a play or 2. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting this long. I got the pads on. I'm feeling good. Like, I don't want to get injured, but at least let me get a play. You know what I'm saying? Some players just have that in them. Some players just like, you know what? I'll listen to coach. I'll sit out this week. But, hey, it is what it is, man. I think the Dolphins do roll out some of their starters. I don't think Tyreek plays. I don't think Tua plays. As bad as our offensive line was this week at joint practice, they might want to roll out the starters for the offensive line. Because that was one of the things that the Dolphins reported that either the Falcons' defensive line is this good or the Dolphins' offensive line is this bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with option A. I'm going to go with option.
I'm going to go option A because we've been talking about the defensive line all off season since the draft. We've boosted it up, like they're ready to go.
And honestly, if you look at just Grady, Eddie, and Onyemata in their prime, other than Aaron Donald, I don't know that there was anybody better. And you got all 3 of those on your line. And you got Kentavious Street. And you got a litany of others. I just feel like the world is not ready for this Falcons defensive line. They are going to be something special. That's just
big.
I agree. 45. I agree.
Big shot, Nando. Helms needs to start, not Grant. These coaching decisions will definitely come down to that week 3 preseason game. We'll probably get a chance to see Richie and Helms in that game because that's when more of your starters will probably get more opportunity to play. But I do think, Terry, I'm just going to go off on a limb here. I do think they start the season with Richie Grant at the safety spot. It's looking like Mike Hughes will probably be your starting cornerback, barring if anything happens. Hopefully, they don't have no more injuries or anything like that. But I think what we saw so far this preseason, I'm sorry, not the preseason, this offseason, about with the unofficial depth chart, where you have some of these players. There are some competition battles and some player spots that might be moving up and down. But I think CB2 is going to be your Mike Hughes. Richie Grant's going to be your starting safety. Lorenzo Carter and probably James Smith-Williams is going to be your starting ends, outside linebackers. And then you have, of course, Grady, David. It's really about even the Eddie Goldman. Where can Eddie Goldman fit on this 53? Like, there's a couple of things to watch tonight. So it's gonna be exciting, man. I know I'm moving all over the place because I'm excited about Falcons football. Like, we've talked about this shit for months, and now they actually play today. And a fan asked earlier, are we gonna be able to do the live stream tonight? I have a couple things to do that came up, so I'm going to try my best to at least do, if not halftime podcast with you all, or maybe we can do a second half podcast, or maybe we can do a post game podcast. But I guarantee you, we're going to try to find some way to go back live again with you all. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic said Penix is going to cook tonight. Sheesh.
Cook
Raymond Collins. One time for the fan. Morning, fellas. It's time for number 9. Let's get it. Terry, look at the support for Michael Penix tonight here in the chat, because fans know that is your future franchise quarterback here in Atlanta, and they want to see what the kid can do. Now, if he goes out there tonight with the first quarter off, let me think, Terry. If he goes out there tonight and throws like 10 of 13 or 12 of 15 for like $150, 2 TDs, oh, fans are going to be talking. They're going to be talking tomorrow morning. But that's what you want. You want to see your quarterback do better, right? You want to see your quarterback put up these type of stats, right? You don't want to see him go out there today and throw up them Desmond Ridder stats. Then people are going to be bashing him tomorrow. They're going to say, why did we draft Penix? He went 7 for 19 for 56 yards. We don't want that.
I mean, he is a rookie, man. Look, I just want him to get out there, get his feet wet. Hopefully he's 10 for 13 or whatever, walks away healthy, learns. I think Penix will be fine. I'm just, like I say, I want people to remain healthy. Let's get out there, see what they can do, but understand this is preseason. You're facing very vanilla defenses, very vanilla offenses. It is what it is, so, but I think Penix will be fine. I do.
Big shout out to Christy Lewis in the chat. Rise up. Good morning from the hot and muggy South Mississippi. Woo!
Man, it's hot and muggy down here too, Christy. It is hot and muggy as for real.
Mississippi. Lord.
Crooked letter I.
Big shout out to Christy Lewis in the chat. It's good to see Falcon fans. Christy Lewis, from time to time, she'll jump in the chat, talk Falcons football with us. She's not here every podcast. But to see Christy Lewis, even on the Friday morning podcast, knowing that it's game day for Atlanta Falcons, it's great to see, because fans are up. They're excited. They probably got their car flags up. If you don't have your car flags up, go and get you some damn car flags. The team store is open, or order some car flags. We got to ride around in this city and show it off, man. I done been to cities, and Terry, I done been to cities. I travel with these birds.
And all over the world.
I done seen it, where fans have their car flags up all over. We are a city that's damn near a melting pot. So there's Giants fans down here. There's Seahawk fans down here. There's Texans fans down here. There's a big group of damn Saints fans down here. But you got to put them car flags up. You got to put them jerseys on game day. Like, when you walk through, I ain't gonna lie, man, when you walk through like New Orleans on game day, everybody's wearing Saints gear. Everybody, Wardy, baby, everybody. I need to see this culture in Atlanta, man, because my friend hit me up a couple weeks ago, came to Atlanta. He was like, where's all the Falcon fans? Where can I go mingle and mix with all the Falcons? Where can I go talk to a bunch of fans that's just out there wearing their jerseys, hanging out, having a good time? Some fans say, yeah, that's off season. But I done been to cities where them jokers wearing their jersey every day. They show that they're a football town. And we are a football town. I think there's a lot of Falcon fans out here in the world. I need y'all to just represent, man. It's game day.
It is. It's game day. But,
flags, socks, book bags, hats. I don't care what it is. Put it on. Rep for the town today. Rep for the city.
City. All right, what's
real,
up,
man?
Gary? DSGB.
Big shout out to
Brandon,
everybody in the chat. Raymond Collins in the chat. Brandon Keeler's in the chat. Ready to watch some Birds football. Brandon Keeler, you ready to watch some Birds football? We ready to watch some Birds football. I'm telling you, man. Terry, you ready to watch some Birds football?
man, I'm so ready to watch some Birds football, man. I'm so ready. I don't even know what to do with myself, man.
Raymond Collins said, what y'all fellas gonna do with y'all Ritter jersey? What? Who?
I never made that investment, so I'm okay.
What?
Are we getting rid of the Ritter jersey?
Sheesh.
Are we getting rid of the Ritter jersey? I mean, hey man, the
Raymond
guys.
Collins has a question for the chat. He ain't talking to Jack Spade.
Oh my goodness.
No, sir.
Look, well, here's the thing, right?
No, sir.
I don't get rid of jerseys from former players because they were a part of it. You know what I mean? And if I made the investment at the jersey at the time, then it is what it is. I never invested in a Ritter jersey, but if
Hello?
I did, I'd keep it.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Des? Hey, can you bring your playbook? Can you bring your playbook to the office for me, please? All right, I see you in 20.
Oh wow.
That's what it
Oh,
would have been.
wow.
Could you bring your
Oh,
playbook to the office for me? I'll see you in 20.
hello,
And your
Jack.
parking pass too. Not
Hello,
no jersey for me, sir.
Jack Spade. This is Ritter's agent. You can no longer use his name and or likeness.
Sheesh.
You must stop and desist immediately. And to the extent that you don't, you will be met with litigious action, sir. Please and thank you. Have a good day. Yeah. Okay.
Falcon
This-
fans, hit the
I
like,
don't
share,
know why.
subscribe
I don't know
button.
why his agent decided to call. I don't know. I don't know why he did that, Jack. I don't know. I don't understand.
Let Falcons Fandemic. Bodie said, "Let's get to 1,000 subscribers on the podcast." Terry, where we at right now? Can we get a check on our Thou Wow counter? Are we at a Thou Wow yet?
We're 5 away, Jack. We're at 9.
5 away. So 2 more people subscribed on the podcast. That is super cool.
Thank you. That is really cool. Oh no,
Whoa.
we're 4 away. We're 4 away.
Oh my God,
Jack, I gotta be honest. Jack,
oh my God, should I just stay on until the game goes? God damn.
Jack, I gotta be honest. If we hit a Thou Wow today, we gotta come back on we gotta do it.
Oh no, we're definitely going back on again later on. I just don't know what the time is. I would love to do it for the full stream tonight, but I know around that time I have to do something as the game is kicking off. Yeah. But if it's not going to be a halftime game, it could be a halftime show, it could be a post game thing. We used to do that in the past too as well. And of course, Falcon fans, the Sunday night shows might be a little different one time for the fan if you're new here, because I travel with the team too as well. For the I'm a fan. I'm a diehard. Wherever I don't give a damn if the Falcons are playing in Australia tomorrow. I'm booking my ticket tonight.
Going to Australia, mate. Is that where
I don't care where the Falcons are playing. I'm definitely going to be there. But the Sunday shows are different because y'all expect the Sunday night show at 8. But if I'm in a different city like Philadelphia, we got a party going on in Philadelphia at that time. So I ain't gonna be able to do no stream. Carolina, we're probably coming back from Carolina at that time. Tampa, we're probably coming back from Tampa at that time. New Orleans, I'm coming back from that situation at that time. Denver, possibly, because I fly out the following day in Denver. Vegas, that's going to be tough because we have the party in Vegas that time too as well. So the Sunday night shows might be different. T-Will might have to control the control room for us while we're away at these away games. But of course, the Sunday night games at home will be probably still the same. 8:30. We'll go ahead and keep the podcast going. Brandon Keeler said, preseason or not, the fans are ready. Big shout out to Brandon Keeler.
Let's go.
Hey, man, that's what I'm excited for, man. Brandon Keeler said he's excited for Penix, too. I think he's going to be great. These are the fans that, push the positivity to this fan base, push the positivity to the organization. Penix don't see these comments, right? But I think Penix knows that people are depending on him to be, a good quarterback. They're depending on him to take this franchise to the next level after Kirk Cousins. But then there's some fans that's like, hey, Penix, you'll get your time too, bro. Your time is coming. Right now is Kirk Cousins' time. It's Kirko Frost. Terry, it's Kirko Frost. There you go, Terry. Right on point. There you go. That's why we almost had 1,000 subscribers. As soon as Kirko Frost's name, here go Terry doing the damn dance. And Terry cleaned it up too. At first, he was swinging for the stars. He was all up here. He was damn Cuba Gooding Jr. and goddamn Boys in the Hood. But now Terry done clean it up. He noticed that he get a little rowdy with it. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, subscribe button. DSGB Hall is in the chat. Good morning. Big shout out to DSGB Hall. Miss Carrie from One Time for the Fan is in the chat.
Carrie!
Good morning and happy Falcons Friday, fam. I will be at the game tonight repping One Time for the Fan and our birth. So Falcon fans are like, when is Carrie showing back up to the next podcast? We want to see Carrie again. Carrie's at the game.
You know, that's why we should do it at halftime. Maybe we do one at halftime.
We do a check-in with Carrie at halftime?
Yeah. Gotcha.
The check-in. Wait, Terry, the check-in with Carrie? What? Did you just create something there?
Hey, she's One Time for the Fan family. Gotta do it. And in Miami, she's in enemy territory. You gotta do it.
The check-in with Carrie.
Hello? 9019. You there?
Go ahead and stamp that.
Ghost Rider.
Approve that.
One behind enemy lines. Yeah.
Make it official.
Yeah. We need to send a bird in the air. Yeah, right about halftime. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll keep those Dolphins off of her. Okay. Thanks.
Miss Florida Girl is in the building. Big shout out to Miss Carrie, One Time for the Fan. Carrie, I tell you, you're a big part of One Time for the Fan ever since you joined with us.
Yes.
Your just knowledge of the game, how you talk Falcons football, how you support the Atlanta Falcons through thick and thin, the good, the bad, the ugly. You are still going to be a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan at the end of the day. You speak with positivity when you talk about this team. And at the end of the day, like, the team will win, the team will lose, but we still got to go to work tomorrow, right? You don't let negativity take over your day, right? She's a real positive fan when it comes to this. And then she has the BPE thing going on. I'm not going to say it. She has the BPE thing.
I wasn't going to do it.
Carrie, if you're in the chat, that's on you. But if you type it in the chat, Carrie, I'm going to have to blow the whistle on you too as well, just like you being here at the show. So, because I would have to try to read it on the screen. I'm not going to read it.
Take that line down, Carrie. Type it.
There's some new subscribers here. There's some new Falcon fans in the chat that's like, what the hell is the BPE? What are these guys talking about?
Wow.
Carrie, if you're in the chat,
you can say it, Carrie. Jack's going to give you a pass for this one time. Jack's going to. But no, I'm not going to say it. Whatever. Look, in all seriousness, Carrie is by far the best. There it is. Carrie.
Don't. Please don't tell me. I'm up here near the Brandon Keeler comment, William Amy. If I'm going to scroll down and I just see it, let me just scroll down. There it is.
You're going to see it. Oh, God. You're going to see it. Carrie's the best researcher in the game. So I cannot tell you guys how many times she goes in and updates us on a story and then a story behind that. She's always on X.
Carrie will update you like, this is the editor. This is the person who put it together. Yeah. This is the time they wrote it.
Yeah.
This is who he emailed it to. That's what you get when you have diehard Atlanta Falcon fans who not only rock with the podcast, but they rock with the team. They rock with the vision. They rock with the future of the Atlanta Falcons, the past, present, and the future of the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Keeler is checking. He said, rise up, fellas. Brandon from the Sports Nuts here. Ready to see Birds ball. Don't care if it's preseason. It's Falcons time. Big shout to Brandon Keeler. I know he's over there a lot of times with DFU too as well. Big shout to Chase. Big shout to Cody. Big shout to Big Phillip. What's he got? 35 to 10. Is it 42 to 10 now? Did Phillip change it now?
No, it's still 35-10.
It's still 35-10. Big shout to Phillip. Big shout to Chase.
Right fast. Definitely. Hey, Michelle Morris. Good morning.
Everybody's in the chat live and lit. What's up, Terry?
Somebody said something.
Oh, I'm trying to get down to the bottom. Let's see, 3 subscribers away. Bodie said 3 subscribers away.
We're at 997.
What? Hey, look. If most of y'all is watching the channel, go around the house. Like, if you have an animal in the house, right? Check this out. Y'all something cool, right? Let's just say you walk into the kitchen, you gotta go take your dog out for a walk. Like, hey, Scruffy, come on over here. Matter of fact, Scruffy, do you have a YouTube account? Scruffy, when I'm listening to One Time for the Fan, I'm watching it. Aren't you watching it with me too, Scruffy?
Jack, we're 2 away.
We're 2 away? Somebody went upstairs and got Scruffy a damn YouTube account.
Somebody did.
Who is Scruff Madison? Scruff Madison just subscribed. Who is Scruff Madison?
Somebody did. Wow.
Somebody went up there, Terry, and got their animal and said, come here.
It was McGriff the crime dog. It was McGriff the crime dog.
Now, if you have a cat in the house, we don't went to the dogs. If you have a cat in the house, so some of y'all might be out there on the barn. John Moreno, if you have a goat on the barn out there, if you want to go ahead,
Jack, are
Some
you a
people
cat
got it
person
now.
or a dog person? Which are you?
Well, I ain't got no problem with animals just as long as they don't bite me or scratch me.
So
But I would say dogs.
I'm a dog person. Now, my
I would say
niece,
that.
who's over here all the time, she has a
Go
cat,
dogs.
and they go dogs.
Mhm.
That's priorities. Um, my niece has a cat, but the cat is the only way I could summarize the difference between a dog and a cat. If a dog sees a car about to hit you, a dog will run out to save you and put himself in immediate peril to do that. The cat would think, you know what, somebody else lives here. I'm still gonna get fed. I'm gonna miss you. And in most cases, not at all. In most, because there are some, like tabbies or whatever, like they're pretty affectionate, but in a lot of cases, cats kind of they live in their own world. They do their own thing. So I'm a dog person, but we are two away. Drop the link real quick. Oh, Lisa says drop the link.
Yeah, I got it. See, remember we were supposed to do this show for like 30 minutes and it was supposed to be 10 o'clock. It's almost 10:30 now. I can check my text message and it's like, oh, I'm a couple minutes behind here. But that's what happens when we want to talk Falcons, man. I want to keep this stream up until 7 p.m. Really until 10 p.m. And just talk Falcons all day. We can get Scott Karisic in here. Like, Scott, you available? I need 4 hours of your time.
Scott would talk to 10 p.m. Scott
would say, oh, 4 hours is all you need? Let me check my schedule.
Let's go. We got you, buddy.
But that's what happens when you have Die Hard.
Entertaining with Scott, too. Holy shit, we're one away, Jack. We're one away.
Sports Nuts not subscribed. Are y'all doing this live on stream? I ain't got no champagne. I ain't dressed for the occasion. God dang.
Well, the champagne is gone, but I do have a bottle.
What is that?
The champagne is gone, but I
have
a bottle. One away.
3,000 here.
Bodie, carrier with us.
Bodie, who in the van with you, Bodie? Who in the van with you?
How apropos is this? Holy shit.
Bodie, who calling the customers? Tell him to subscribe.
Yeah.
Who calling the customers?
Holy shit, man.
Bodie, you driving. Who calling the customers? Tell him to subscribe.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Bodie, pull over to your nearest Chevron.
Holy. We are one away.
I'm sorry.
We are one away. Sorry. We just need one, man. We can't end this at $9.99.
Lisa Shepard. If we could, Lisa Shepard, can we get you back on tonight, Lisa Shepard, when you're at the game? That'll be perfect.
You know how we feel about you, Lisa. Can we get you back on tonight, please?
Lisa Shepard from Blogging Dirty, if we can please, I want to talk to you more than the time that's allowed right now. I honestly have like less than 5 minutes. I'd rather have, if you can come back on tonight, Carrie will be back on with us too as well. Just for a couple minutes. I don't want to mess up y'all, preseason game experience. I know y'all down there having a good time, but at least if you can just check in with us tonight, and just give us a quick update about what's going on. What do you see? The Falcon fans? Hell, you might even be around a bunch of Falcon fans, which would be great. But I do have some other Falcon fans going to be at the game too as well. So I'd love for anybody to just, try take a couple minutes and just check in with us, because that's the part of one time for the fan. Like, we're all fans. People want to see the fan experience. Oh, Senior Executive Chef Matt, he's confirmed for next week. So he's going to be back here talking about the new items that's going to be. Philip Crawford said he can subscribe again. Hold on. Who is Phil Crawford?
Philip.
I have a Philip Crawford and a Phil Crawford. Phil, someone's over here creating accounts. Are y'all creating accounts just to get us to 1,000?
Philip.
Y'all some diehards, man.
Diehards, man. Y'all some real ones.
Diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. Is this like New Year's? Are we just counting down like the 10, 9, 8? Is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're doing?
6, 5.
Oh my gosh.
We don't know if it's gonna, man. I hate to leave on $9.99, but you got to do what you got to do.
As soon as we leave, as soon as we cut the show out too as well, 1,000 subscribers. Wake up tomorrow morning, 1,100. Shit,
bro. You guys do not, and fans, everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Thank you so much. In all seriousness, we could not do this without you. And I cannot tell you how many conversations myself, Jack, Carrie, Bodie, Chase, we've all had. We've all had that conversation. And it's just, man, it's really special. And I'm so happy that Bodie and Carrie are in the chat. Wish Chase was here, but I know he's out working. But just wow, man. What a moment.
People popping bottles. We getting ready to pop bottles. It's 10:26, man.
Yes.
Now this is like some real New Year's Eve stuff right here. It's like we're sitting here waiting for the last subscriber. Like shit. Like who's are we waiting for the birthday boy to walk in? Everybody, shh, everybody be
For the
quiet.
birthday boy.
The birthday boy's getting ready to walk in.
Quiet. Oh, that's just Jeff. No, wait. No, Jeff, go hide. He's not here yet. Come on, let's go.
Jeff Wolf walking in. What's going on here? Cut the lights on. What's going on? Big shot to Jeff Wolf too as well. Falcon fans, yeah, definitely the sports nut too as well. You have a lot of content creators in the chat. You have Fandemic in the chat. You have A1 Forever in the chat. You have Debo Vibes in the chat. You have Sports Nuts. Don't forget DFU. Man, I can go down the list all day of so many content creators, so many fans, so many special guests that we've had here on this channel, and that we're going to get more even after 1,000 subscribers. But one time for the fan, I continue to say this channel was built from the fan for the fan. It was literally about fans talking football at any time of the day and just have a positive, vision about the team. Don't come in here and being negative about the team. I mean, we joke on Desmond Ridder and everything and all that other stuff, but at the end of the day, he did put his everything on the line to make sure the Falcons can go out there and win games, right? And I was there supporting that too as well. I was there in London. I was there in Arizona. I was there in Tennessee. I don't care where it was. Mariota too as well. We might have a little joke here and there, but these players play the game, right? And that's where our respect, that's where our hat come off and say, thank you so much. But we got to crack a little joke every now and then, but we don't bash. Like I was there trying to get the autographs too. I was there taking the pictures too. I got a bunch of pictures in my phone with a lot of players. So there's no disrespect from us, from the chat to any single player that plays for the Atlanta Falcons or the organization, because we want to see everybody win, right? I'm telling you, we really want to see this organization.
Philip said, subscribe, motherfuckers.
Lisa Shea said, "Got to celebrate a thou wow." Lisa, like I said, I'm not dressed for the occasion. I would have came in here on a suit. I would have had the champagne. I would have had the bottles popping. Would have had with the little thing you blow, the little thing, and the fucking confetti flies out. I just want, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make this a special moment, like for a lot of the people in the chat. There's a lot of first time people here, like, whoa, these guys about to hit a thou wow on the stream. I mean, that's super cool, but I can't even believe this. Like 1,000 is just a small mark, right? People want to hit 500. Terry, you're at what? 30 subscribers right now, 40 subscribers right now.
We're at 1K. We are at 1K. We are at 1K, ladies and gentlemen. That magical, majestical moment has happened. Thank you to everybody. Let me tell you something. I joined this chat, this group on February the 6th or something, and it is now August the 9th, and we are at 1,000 subscribers. We could not have done it without you. Holy hot shit tomatoes. We are at 1,000. Hey, man, everybody, this is a hug out there to everybody collectively. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how many times this man and myself have had this conversation about wait till we get to 1,000. Guys, I am so excited, and I do not think that it is by accident that it happens on the same day of the first preseason of our beloved Atlanta Falcons. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go, Jack. We at a thou wow. We are at a thou wow. Holy shit, we got there. Bode, Carey, Chase.
Hey, man, this is this is big. This is big right here. This is man, goddamn. I tell y'all, I love y'all, man. I tell y'all, man, this is something big because I don't care if it's
I
don't go. 700 subscribers. Terry can tell you, even at 600 subscribers, 400 subscribers, it was always about presenting the podcast. It's about turning on the microphone, taking a couple hours away or time away from your day and just talking to the fans. And it's not about money like with One Time for the Fan. We just want to talk Falcons. We really love the Falcons. So I'm telling y'all right now, like D. Alford, Myles Garrett, so many special guests, so many people that's been on this channel, so many people that's helped us get to where we are right now. I mean, I can go over the list of names: Eric Parker's, Lisa Shepard, like day ones, man, day ones. Deshaun Coswell. I mean, people that just love Deep Ruffin, and I don't want to miss out any names. People gonna say, Jack, you didn't call my name, man. I'm calling everybody, man. From the beginning of the first subscriber to the end, Bodie 3000, Chase, Kiki, Carrie, Terry, even your brother Eric Parker, man. Like he's been such a big support. Eric Parker was on the very first One Time for the Fan show that we did. And that was on some janky shit. It was like, Eric, just I'll call you, I'll record the audio, we'll go over it. And it's like, nah, fuck that. Where we are right now, I think people can see that fans enjoy this. Fans love this. The push from the subscribers, the push from the channel over to the Rise Up Tour fan club, because you guys know, I mean, not only from starting the podcast, but also helping start the fan club with the the fans that travel. Like, we just want to be just a new voice for the fans. Look, Carrie's here. Carrie's like, should I come talk with her? What's up, Carrie?
Hey guys, I had to hop on and say congratulations. Wow.
Carrie.
I
thank you.
I had to stop in.
Carrie, if it would have been tonight around 7, we would have had the bottles popping. We would have been pouring up. Probably been faded. You know what I'm saying? Had the balloons in the back. But it's early morning. We woke up today and knew that we was less than 10 subscribers. But Carrie, I can't thank you enough. Like, you're like the producer behind the scenes. For people that don't know, One Time for the Fan. Carrie's like, hey, we should do this. We should do this. Check this out. But I'm talking about, I could be at work. T-Will could be at work. Carrie could be at work. But you will look up 30 minutes and an hour later, 2 hours later, and it's like 10 different things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But Carrie, even when you're not here, you're here, right? So big thank you for everything that you've done here with One Time for the Fan.
Yes.
T-Will, I know you got a tear in your eye. It's okay. It's just 1,000 subscribers. We got to keep going. The show must continue, Terry.
Hey, look, we got to celebrate this, man, okay? If there was ever an excuse to get drunk off your ass, it is 1,000 subscribers. And I want to thank Mr. Timothy Brown, because he came in, and if he was not, sorry about that. If he was not the 1,000th, he was close to it. But I just want to thank everybody who subscribed, man. This is going to be a great day. Like, I want to hug y'all. I know I can't. I'm hugging y'all from afar, because y'all know what we've been through. Y'all know what it took to get here. And I'm just looking forward to 10,000 more, man. So look, you got to celebrate the victories. This is that.
Hey! He said, pull the truck over. They hit 1,000. He said, pull the truck over. They hit 1,000. Pull over.
It's a party. No, I had to step away. This is big.
You gotta do it.
You know,
hey, Cody, we did it, man. We did it, bro.
You know, long time coming. You know, Jack held us back with his golf takes, but you know, we still made it.
That's TikTok, sir. That's not
this
YouTube.
Close.
That's TikTok.
I told you we was losing subscribers.
The subscribers over there on TikTok for golf are not the ones on for the Falcons.
I know Bodie was gonna say something. I knew him. Jack been talking too much shit the past couple of days. I knew Bodie was gonna say something. Bodie, hey man, it's damn good to see you, man. And
yeah, man.
Well,
you know, we started this. Me and Jack was on this thing, and it got to this far. It's big. So
big,
I thank everybody listening who been here since day one, who just joined, who helped us get to this, and people who helped us get to it today. So,
hey man,
thank you.
I
appreciate that.
We had a conversation for 3 hours one time about the Falcons, and then turned into where we are now. Carrie, Terry, like Bodie can tell you, we was putting everything from the beginning of this. We was like, look, man, we're gonna go live here, we're gonna go live here, we're gonna go pop-up show here. And Bodie invested a lot of his time on One Time for the Fan. And I don't think, Bodie, you was like Matt Ryan, you never missed a show, really.
I didn't.
Yeah, out of
for 2 years.
Close
to 2 years, I didn't miss a show like that. I mean, I missed a couple, but I made 90% of the shows.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about it here. And sometimes I got to a point where I didn't want to go live if Bodie wasn't there. right?
Yeah.
Because Bodie was just a big voice of the show. He was a big part of One Time for the Fan. And I'm glad we get a chance to celebrate this together. But Bodie,
that
what time?
time you made that bad spaghetti, I couldn't come on that day.
Shit, I was going to ask you what time. Could you get the cake ready by 7? Could you at least get the cake ready by 7? We can come. I can send somebody to come pick it up.
And then you came over and you sneezed on my arm and gave me COVID. That was fucking gross.
Oh wow.
Other than that, been pretty good.
Oh man, look here. Let's go ahead and man, I'm 37 minutes behind schedule, but we just hit 1,000.
Look. When you guys came on today, and we was like what 992 or something like that, 993. I'm like, okay, they can definitely get 1,000. So the fact that you're not prepared, Jack,
It was supposed to be a 30-minute podcast
of you to not be prepared. I'm not.
Terry,
I would have every intention on getting it on this screen.
And we're gonna end at 10. It is 10:37.
Yeah.
My phone is on silent. The amount of calls and texts I just received in the past 30 minutes is like, are you here? Are you showing up? Well, we're still good for 10 o'clock because it's 10:37. Are you alive? Can you respond?
Okay.
So,
That's crazy.
I thank everybody, man. I tell you, Carrie, you're going to the game tonight, Carrie. You're going to be down there?
Yes, I gotta start getting. I was really actually starting to get ready, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta hop on," but I gotta start driving to Miami because if you wait, last year I made the mistake of driving down there for the preseason against Miami. Like, I just got off work early today. I'm like, no, I'm taking off because last year I just got off early. The game starts at 7, doors open at 5. The traffic was like horrendous on 95 South. So
on a Friday too, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so I'm leaving early. I'm gonna be trying to leave by like 12, 1 o'clock. I'm not messing around this time. I'm getting there early. So
okay. Well, definitely check in with us. I think the check-in with Carrie at halftime report should be happening tonight. So, and I don't know about the audio and the video connection because you're in the stadium with all the.
Don't be forcing Carrie on. She probably be drunk. She probably
gonna jump on there. Yeah,
enjoying.
The Falcons are. They're scoring touchdowns.
You're gonna see Jace McClellan gonna rush for 4 touchdowns and shit. She's gonna be happy as hell. Like, come on.
I'm gonna be happy to be seeing Falcons football in the flesh again and live, and I'm also gonna be happy celebrating One Time for the Fan 1,000 subscribers. So it's like double the celebration. This was actually a perfect day for this to happen. It happened on the day that Falcons football is finally back. Like, how amazing!
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna happen too. I don't know how Jack didn't know.
Shit. I mean,
hey, man, look, from my perspective, Bodie, Jack, could not have done this without you guys. I came in and but you guys started it. You guys got this going, and so I know there's a certain amount of pride that you both have, but I'm just glad to be a part of it, man. What an accomplishment! I'm so excited. And hey, man, let's race each other to 2,000. Like, let's get it. Let's enjoy it.
Let's get to 2,000, man. Like 2,000 bricks behind Bodie has to paint as soon as he's finished. Bodie, which one are you starting with? The one over to the bottom left or the one right there behind?
Rapid fire. Here we go.
Who paints bricks? People paint bricks nowadays. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sheesh. I mean, I'm just saying though, man. You got.
I was trying to be clean. I definitely was like, I ain't dropping as many F-bombs on this one. But fuck you, Jack. How about that?
He was. Hey, so look, let's do this. Let's get together at halftime. But we got to do a post-game show where we all get drunk and celebrate. Like, we got to do that, guys. We got to make that happen.
I mean, we could take a shot tonight. I definitely have some alcohol got to open up, and it's Falcon game day. So
yeah, I'm off the next 2 days, so I'll definitely take a shot.
Sheesh. Are you sure you want to tell the people in the chat that you do have some clients that's still waiting on?
Oh wow!
I saw
Padre heard you was off in 2 days. You started dropping the skull emoji. He was like, "No, you're not."
Wow!
Did you see Padre's comment? He said that he has some closet shelves on the floor waiting for you.
Wow!
Yeah. Did you see that? I told Padre he need to dust my ceiling fans.
Chop. God, I missed Padre's comment. Hold on, where is it at? I got a bunch of comments. Here it is. God, he's on Bodie head already.
Wow.
Sheesh. Shout out to Padre.
Shots freaking fired.
Oh, Padres a diehard Atlanta.
Shout out to Padre, dog.
Hey, Padre Bodie might be there week 1 against the Falcons Steelers, man. He's in our area, so
No, Padre gonna be he gonna be waxing the floor. So this is different.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
somebody got to do it.
I don't know what it
Somebody
is. It's just I gotta dish it when I got to. I'm sorry. All love, Padre. All love. Jack,
Oh,
fuck
this is
you.
great. This is great. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. I can't thank y'all enough. Oh God, I can't thank y'all enough, man. Chat is live. Chat is lit.
Yeah.
One time for the fan. We'll be back later on tonight. We'll just talk some more Falcons football later. The Thou Wow is here. Now let's get to 1 milli from a Thou Wow to a milli.
Hey, let's do it, man.
It's a big jump.
Let's do it. Hey, Auntie Pam. Padre
Auntie Pam.
Morning. Miss Lisa, thank you. Lewis, thank you. Auntie Pam, thank you. Everybody, thank you.
Carrie, Lisa wants to know what section are you in, or did you get your ticket, or?
Yeah, I got my ticket already. I think I'm in 116. I'm guessing Lisa's probably behind players' bench.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not far from where I was last year, so I'm sure I'll see you.
That's great. That's great, Falcon fans. Philip Crawford said, Jack and Bodie, too bad Russell wasn't here to celebrate. That's a fan that's been around for a while. Don't call him Russell. For those that do not know.
Hey, people don't know about that. People don't know about Russell.
The Bodie breakdown of Dean Pease. That was one time for the fan back at like 200 subscribers. That was back then.
Yeah.
Man.
That was in the dirt. We got out the mud then. Yeah, they didn't know about Russell.
Don't
I had to teach the world about Russell.
Do not call Dean Pease Russell. Damn, Bodie, man, this is some great times, man. Remember your Eddie Goldman, Brody's breakdown you did? Now look at Eddie.
Yeah, and then he retired the next day. I was like, what the fuck, man?
For those that do not know, Bodie did a great piece on Eddie Goldman a couple years ago. Bodie's breakdown. There was a segment we had here on the show where Bodie would just talk to the chat about, a player he might pick or a highlight or anything. It could have been a helmet that the Falcons were wearing. The throwback helmets could have been the jerseys. Could have been anything. But he picked Eddie Goldman one time for a segment, and he gave a great breakdown of Eddie Goldman and how he can help this team and bolster his defense. And then Eddie Goldman left the next day. So it was like, what? We just did this piece on Eddie Goldman. He did one on D. Alford too as well, but then D. Alford ended up, of course, now being with the team for quite some time. You did one on I think Jalen Hawkins or DeMarco Helms, was it, Big Bodie?
It was Hawkins.
So, even with the Dean Pease one, don't call Dean Pease Russell. For those that
don't
do not
call him
know,
Russell.
Yeah, don't call him Russell. We call him Dean
That's
Pease.
back in the put it on the t-shirt days.
Yeah.
I know Lisa Shepard know about that.
Man, this is great to see Falcon fans in the chat. Let's go ahead and wrap this up so we can get up out here. I know Kerry has to hit the road and Bodie has to hit the hay. Those horses ain't gonna feed themselves today. Falcon fans, let's go around the clock here. Carrie, your shout outs.
Yes. I want to shout out to you guys, T. Will, Jack, Bodie. I appreciate you guys always having me on. I'm so happy to be a part of this and be here for a Thou Wow. And yeah, shout out to everybody who subscribed as well. And I will see you guys at halftime.
That's what's up, Carrie. T. Will, shout out, sir.
Hey, man, shout out to the fans. Could not have done this without you guys. Seriously, thank you. Thank God for it. Hey, without him, I wouldn't be here. Shout out to you, Mom. I know I can't see you. I know you're proud of me, and we're going to keep pushing. Shout out to Bodie. Shout out to Chase. Obviously, shout out to Miss Carrie. And last but not least, Mr. Jack Spade, who always encourages me, has, took me in and treated me like a brother. Shout out to you, man. Much, much, much more success. And Bodie, it's on you, sir.
Man, shout out to the pubic hair hanging off Jack's chin. It's just hanging off by a thread.
Oh, wow.
His hot breath. He's got to smell his hot breath every 2 seconds. That's amazing. That's some strong.
Usually I just post it. Now I got to edit it.
What are you editing? Don't edit out the digs. Okay, don't do that.
He's gonna put a picture of SpongeBob right here in the bottom left corner right there. He's gonna see the picture of SpongeBob moving during the edit.
Damn.
God. And then shout out. Actually, Jack, it's supposed to be you here. You're supposed to paint the bricks, and you're supposed to put the lining back in the driveway over here. Like, you can't. I'm in a parking lot here. I can't see the handicap sign anymore. So you bring the blue paint.
Damn. I don't hear the sirens. So you got away.
I do look like I broke out of prison though, but
you keep doing one of these on the cell phone. I'm worried about you, buddy. I'm waiting for somebody to just come up and be like,
"Hey, that was a good one." It's like, "Oh shit!" Let me start running.
You hit one of them goddamn camerons every so minute. Either the ops is looking for you. For a minute, I'm about to say you on O Block, but goddamn, buddy.
You know what? Shout out to that one. That's probably the best joke you ever told. You sorry sack.
We got 1,000 now.
Hey, yeah, that was a good one. Oh, yeah, inmates can't afford these shades, but it's cool. You didn't think of that. You didn't think that one all the way through, you know.
Oh God,
it's cool. Yeah, shout out to 1,000, man. You know, we always talked about that first 1,000 when we was first doing it, and we was doing those draft shows, and we sitting in that chair for 5 hours. I didn't eat, I didn't pee, I didn't do nothing. I just sat in the draft. I just sat in that damn chair, talking about the draft. We talking about our 5th round draft pick and all that shit. Make the team. I held my peace for like people. I can't even remember who. I don't even want to talk about it.
For those that do not know, what's a good way to have an interview with somebody or give somebody their first day of work? Oh, we're gonna do a 5-hour stream. I like that one. That's gonna be great. Like
the first stream ever we did was 5 freaking hours.
Yeah, like 3.5, 4 hours. Second day was like 4 hours. Third day was like 3.5. It was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
like even at pick 276, we're like, and the Patriots selected Joe Johnson from Tulane. Okay, I don't know who Joe Johnson is, but the Falcons got to pick.
I'm like, dang, we picking John Fitzpatrick in the 6th round and all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah. I'm sitting here like, man, I got feet. I'm looking back. I probably should have went to pee, but it's cool.
Oh my gosh.
I just tried to be strong with it. That's the thing. Man, it's been a long ride. 2 years. I think it's been 2 years. So this the 3rd year. So it's gonna be. I think getting to 1,000 is gonna make it quicker to get to 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll probably start shooting up now. So
yeah.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can't thank y'all enough, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Everybody from the chat. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast. A lot of y'all listen to the show, probably don't see it. I know some people listen to it around the country, but head on over to YouTube, type in One Time for the Fan, follow us, listen to us, watch us. But we thank you all, Bodie, Carrie, T. Will, everybody who's worked with One Time for the Fan from the beginning to where we are right now. The thank yous go out. They go out every single day. I tell you, Terry, we talk a lot. Bodie, we talk. Everybody. It's always about the fans. How can we bring more content to you all? We promise that we will bring.
You a fan? You a fan? You a fan?
Yeah, Carrie. There you go. Got to throw that Kate out in there. But that's what we have here at One Time.
All right, let's settle it right now, though. There's one thing that's been irking me. I remember we did a show way back in the day, and you said, let's give our fans a nickname.
The fan club.
No.
Hashtag one-timers.
Everybody overwhelmingly voted for one-timers, and you still stuck the fan club in there because you lost because you got salty. I don't appreciate that.
No. But check this though. Look what the fan club then became.
We got the Rise Up Tour fan club now.
So you see, it was just pretty much set in stone from right there. Even if it wasn't going to be the fan club hashtag and we use one-timers, bam, it still happened. But
are you proud of yourself?
I am proud.
It's one-timers, right? It's one-timers.
It's one-timers. Everybody's one-timers.
We're all one-timers.
But there are most of the one-timers are part of the Rise Up Tour fan club. So this fan club too. So you kind of got your dubs. You get your dubs how you can. I get it. It's the same way when you clean the gutters. You can't. One spot you can't reach. You got to get that pulling tool.
Also,
to get those.
With us, with One Time for the Fan, you can use the one-time emoji too as well. They have the one symbol, and the people put the clock or the timer emoji, so you can use the one time. One Time for the Fan really heating up. You never know. We might even just make some some merch and just have the emoji on there. Like, what the fuck is those two emojis over there? That's one time for the fan. Kerry, Bodie, T. Will, thank y'all so much. Let's get back on here later on. Maybe have a little drink or two. Bodie, just one because we're on stream. I know when you hear drinks, you're thinking, oh yeah, we finna get toe up. Nah, we're just one.
Nah, he don't want me to get toe up. The jokes will fly.
Oh no.
So Falcon fans, we'll be back tonight to talk more Falcons football. Thank you all for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. One time for the fan is from the fan, is for the fan. My shout out today goes to you all because it really is because of you all. That's why we do this. So we'll end this podcast and we'll go back in the chat and find more ways to bring more content. But I do know, a lot of the pre-recorded videos. Terry, this is another thing too. Before I get up out of here, this is not only just 1,000 subscribers. This is 1,000 subscribers from just going live.
Live content only, yes. Yeah.
We don't like big shout out to Mark Chaney and Country and everybody. A lot of them have pre-recorded videos, and big shout out to them. I have like 2 or 3. Like we love just going live, right? Mm. So big shout out to everybody that kept pushing because Terry, Bodie, they kept telling us, Jack, do some pre-recorded video, put the pre-recorded content out. People love that stuff. I was like, man, I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers, bro. That's all I want to do, get to 1,000 live subscribers, and we'll move from there. And sure enough, we're here.
Maybe one day, Jack, you'll listen to me.
Shit. I did.
I'm just saying.
Says the one that's at Rolling Loud with me at Travis Scott. Like, everything okay, Bodie, over there? Everything okay?
I was okay till it got hot.
Ken, if you ever been to a Rolling Loud concert, just know that the closer you are to Travis Scott and some of these artists, the hotter it gets. So just know that if you're in one of those pits down there, just be very careful because Bodie can tell you it was like what 95-degree weather, but it was like 110 next to the stage.
It was hot.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do
going
that.
off and the lights and the
and when you're consuming alcohol on top of that, it just makes it hotter.
Yes, alcohol all day in the hot Miami.
Oh yeah,
sun.
I'm too old for that shit. I ain't doing it no more.
So am I. I don't know how you guys do that. I could not.
I mean,
I just say I did it once. Just to say I did it once. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
There's a bucket list thing. Now, if I go back, I'll probably stay in like the Loud Punks area, like the VIP area, like in the back. I ain't got no time for that because I wanted to actually wear some clothes I can actually just walk out of and feel good about. But I walked out, damn shirt was damn wet, damn shoes, the motherfucker stepped on my shoes like 100 times. Like, god damn. But
it's brutal.
It's a good time.
Humidity down there is brutal.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I had to move it. They moved it from July to December now. So now the Rolling Loud is in December. So yeah. Falcon fans, thank you all for being a part of this. 1,000 subscribers is great, but we'll shoot for 1 million. Kerry, T. Will, Bodie, the rise up is real, y'all.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Congrats, everybody.